WorkflowGen's a great, easy-to-use, and versatile process automation solution for sure, but it also comes loaded with features that let you perform powerful integrations. In this video, we'll take a look at how you can create an integration between WorkflowGen and an insurance company's existing portals where clients submit their claims and then agents receive and process them. Without process optimization and automation, the claims process can be a nightmare for everyone involved. Our agent needs clarification on a claim, but she's not sure which of her managers can answer her question. Meanwhile, our client's wondering about the status of his claim, but no one can give him a straight answer because they don't know either. Finally, after some back-and-forth emails with managers, the agent informs the client that he needs to submit more information. Then, once this information's verified and the claim's finally approved, it has to be manually forwarded to the administration, which uses an external app to issue the reimbursement to the client. Here's where WorkflowGen comes in. By integrating WorkflowGen into the existing company portal infrastructure, the company is able to streamline and automate the entire claims process from start to finish, while leveraging the technology they already have in place. Even better, the company's client and agent portals don't have to be overhauled. WorkflowGen does all of the heavy lifting and manages the back-office part of the entire claims processing system and keeps everyone involved in the loop at all times. Let's see how the process and the integration points are configured and how they all work together. First, the claims process is created using WorkflowGen's graphical workflow designer. By using a visual overview approach, no steps are forgotten, and the workflow is set up to automatically route requests to the right people. Contingencies can be planned, like when more information is needed for a claim, such as receipts. In this case, the call center can contact the client right away to request the missing information, and as soon as they've received it, it'll automatically be routed back to the claims department for verification, and then sent on its way to the approver. A WorkflowGen integration also ensures requests don't get stuck, like if someone's away on vacation or leaves the company. If this happens, their actions can be assigned to someone else to perform. In our example, human actions use the self-service assignment method so that anyone in the group can handle a request as soon as it comes in, which eliminates processing delays. This integration also uses workflow apps to perform system actions in a few key spots. In particular, the built-in Send Message workflow app can send automatic notifications by text message. This way, the client can be notified by text if more information is required for the claim, if the claim's been denied, or when the claim's been approved and the reimbursement's been issued. This enables immediate, real-time communication between the insurance company and the client. And at the end of the process, a system action uses a custom workflow app to issue the payment to the client. The claim form is created using WorkflowGen's Visual Form Designer. The fields in the Employee Information section are pre-configured to autofill with the client's information when submitting a request. As well, the type of claim drop-down list is populated by data binding what's called a global list, which contains all of the different services covered by the insurance plan, so plans with different coverage can each have their own specific global lists, for example. And whenever changes to the process itself are needed, WorkflowGen's versioning capabilities allow modifications to be made to forms and workflows without any disruption in service, so there's never any downtime for either clients or agents. Now, let's look at the main integration points between the insurance portals and WorkflowGen that use web services, the GraphQL API, and WorkflowGen URLs. Our client fills out the information in his insurance portal as usual. Once he submits the claim, the portal makes a web service call that'll launch a new request in WorkflowGen. WorkflowGen then takes over by performing the action assignments and routing the request and its associated data to the right process actors, as we saw in the workflow. WorkflowGen also manages and stores all of the process data, such as attachments to claims, and lets process actors communicate with each other directly within request forms. This means no more lost receipts and no more endless chains of reply all emails. The client and agent portals are integrated with WorkflowGen using the GraphQL API, which retrieves all of the claims data from WorkflowGen to display there. GraphQL development looks a bit like this. Here, the developer's writing the code that'll fetch all of the insurance claim processes requests and actions, then filter the ones to display in the agent portal. Anytime a client or agent returns to their portal, GraphQL will again retrieve the current data from WorkflowGen, such as to update the claim status. When our agent clicks on the claim, a WorkflowGen URL opens the form within the portal, within which she can perform her process actions. Here, she's confirming that the information submitted by the client is complete, so the WorkflowGen process will then route it to the approver. Once the claim's approved, it'll then be sent to the administration, which will promptly issue the reimbursement using the custom workflow app we saw in the process design. Then, when our client returns to his portal, it'll be updated to say that the claim's been approved, and the Send Message workflow app will send him a text letting him know that his money is on its way. This scenario is a great example of how a WorkflowGen integration that optimizes and automates processes while leveraging an organization's existing technologies can dramatically improve the entire experience from start to finish for clients and employees alike. Thanks for watching. Join the organizations already optimizing, automating, and integrating their business processes with WorkflowGen.